What up, Dokkanners? Finally, the in-game news has revealed the next Dokkan event that is coming up. Obviously, it is for Dragon Ball Heroes. It is for the Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker Duo. So the question is, does this hard deconfirm a growing fan theory that Super Saiyan 4 Vegito is still being hidden for the ultimate reveal upcoming for the Dragon Ball Heroes celebration? I'm gonna say there is no Vegito. I think this basically confirms it, but we're gonna go over what this event preview means for the upcoming celebration. So since this is the next Dokkan event, there are going to be some headliner units that basically have to use this medal. So if we look at the previous Dokkan event for the Dragon Ball Heroes, this was last year for L'Oreal Trunks, right? So for this particular Dokkan event, we had the medal. If we look at the medal, the two main units, one being the headliner and then the other one kind of being like the banner side unit along with it, or like the co-headliner. So the L'Oreal Trunks and the Xeno Pan both used that medal. But if you look at the actual banner, there were more units in there, especially Michikabura, who didn't actually use that medal but still had a TUR. So what fate awaited the Michikabura? He used the medals from the story event, the Dark Empire story event. So that's one precedent. So now let's look at the year before. So this is for the Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. So if we go back to that year, the two units that utilized the medal from that event were the Broly and the Vegito. So what happened to Demon King Deborah, or whatever he's called here, Darkness Demon God Deborah, and Freaky Toa? What happened to these two characters? Well, let's take a look. Both units used medals from a story event. Again, coincidentally, the Dark Empire story event. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to mean that this respective story event is going to be the one that is used again. I'm just saying that units can still Dokkan Awaken using story event drops. They're simply just not like the main headline unit. But what's interesting about this year is that not only were we given, like, you know, press for the Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breakers, but even before that, the #1 unit that was released in terms of marketing was Hearts. So what fate lies ahead for Hearts? Is Hearts going to be receiving the same treatment in terms of the new Dokkan event? Is the medal that is obtained from this not only going to apply to the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Goku Vegeta, but is it also going to apply to Hearts? Or is it going to be something else entirely? And if Hearts was the first unit that they were marketing, why is that unit the one with the active skill? And why is that unit not being showcased in the Dokkan event? So there's a little bit of an interesting wrinkle here that people are a little bit confused about. If Hearts is not exactly the main headliner, or perhaps he is this necessarily the end for the Hero Celebration? Is there going to be a part 2 or something like that? So this, I feel like, raises more questions in the community than it does clarify. But I'm just going to keep things simple. I think that this basically just deconfirms the Vegito. I mean, as much as I would want there to be a Vegito, if there's not going to be a Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito hinted in this, like if there was at least like a Patara earring or something, that would obviously indicate there could be some sort of a fusion coming up, but there isn't. So I think this puts to rest that theory. But of course, you know, people are obviously going to be waiting until the 11th hour once we find out for sure, because Dokkan has once again proven that they're very unpredictable. And with this new twist, that basically solidifies that fact. Other than that, I've been constantly refreshing global Twitter. I'm not seeing anything for any new information. I am currently running the World Tournament on Global. Once again, a reminder for those of you who are unsure when this banner is going to be dropping. It is going to be dropping Monday, the 21st of November, 6 hours after reset. So for me, that's 10 p.m. Pacific on the 21st of November. I did a whole video talking about it, so go check out that last video so you guys can get the exact time. But like I said, 6 hours after reset is going to be when the banner drops. And we will know for sure, I guess, by then. Or maybe before that, we will get a data download. And during the data download, we will know for sure what exactly is coming up. Could there be a part 2, a secret part 2 LR? Could this be the first of possibly 2 Dokkan events being teased? I don't think so, because if that were the case, they would have announced both at the same time. I don't think they've ever done that where they announce one Dokkan event on one day and then announce another Dokkan event on another. If they're both dropping at the same time, they would both be teased, which again begs the question of a part 2. So there you have it, folks. I'm not going to take up any more of your time. This is all we know. Anything else is merely speculation at this point. So if you guys want to speculate, go ahead. Like I said, there is some precedent to how they format the Dokkan event and the respective units that require those medals, but they can always break the mold by doing something new. And that is where the question goes to you. What do you guys think? Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, what do you make of this situation? Do you think that a Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker Vegito is still possible? Or do you think that this basically deconfirms that? And what do you make of this whole situation with Hearts being the unit with the active skill, being the most marketed character, not being featured in the Dokkan event itself? Does this mean that there is something else awaiting Hearts, that there's going to be a special other event that pertains to him only? Or could there be something else coming up instead? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content of the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know when to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned. I'm going to go back to farming some more stupid world tournament. And always remember to Dokkan responsibly.